destroyed! What a play! Whoa! Ryan the Nut, can he make the play? He can! What a play! Jack Wells continues to add to a Cy Young. D! Gone! Let's go! D! Gone! Grand slam! Top of and he got him! A no-hitter! That's gonna... Oh, what a catch!
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2020 American Wiffle Ball Association Awards Ceremony. Joined alongside Peter McNeil and Alex Harden, I'm Jack Blayaz. The American Wiffle Ball Association's whirlwind 77-game season sprint is officially in the books, becoming the second largest wiffle ball YouTube channel with over 3,000 subscribers in just 4 months and being featured on news stations such as King 5 Seattle. The league saw amazing success in its first year. The past 4 months unearthed countless new talents, including Thomas Blayhouse and Alex Harden, while further cementing the greatness of perennial all-stars like Jack Blayhouse and Peter McNeil.
Even with no fans in attendance, America's pastime, wiffle ball, proved as entertaining as ever with the AWA's postseason, putting a spotlight on some of the league's more underappreciated markets, including the perennially slept-on likes of the Eastern Enforcers and Southern Stingers. It wasn't what we were used to, an empty stadium and league-mandated masks, but given the less-than-ideal circumstances presented by COVID, the inaugural AWA season was an incredible success.
We have some awards to hand out today, with awards such as MVP, Cy Young, Golden Glove, Manager of the Year honors, and others up for grabs. With over 2,000 casted votes from the fans, let's take a look as we highlight the top performers from the 2020 AWA season.
Thanks for joining us today. Here's a reminder to like and comment on this video and subscribe to the channel. Also a reminder that the AWA store is up and running at awawiffle.com. Make sure to check out all things from hats to player jerseys. Thanks for supporting the channel, and let's get right into the awards. Jack?
Thanks, Alex. First up is the 2020 AWA Golden Glove. Brought to you by Next Tech Northwest, the Golden Glove is awarded to the player judged who have exhibited superior individual fielding performances throughout the year. Here are the nominations.
Stingers. And play. What a play, gets the out. Oh, what a play. Another hard hit ball. And they get, that's a double play. That's a double play. Exceptional play. In play. What a play from Jake Oliver. Oh, Ryan the Nut, can he make the play? He can! What a play! That is hit. Oh, what a catch from Peter McNeil. One-handed over-the-shoulder snag.
And the winner of the Golden Glove for 2020 is Jake Oliver, Eastern Enforcers.
Despite limited starts, Jake made an immediate impact on the defensive side of the ball, making impossible plays on the regular. With a .923 fielding percentage, 9 putouts, 3 assists, and only 1 error in 6 regular season games, he really started to prove his defensive ability in the playoffs, leading the league with 7 defensive runs saved. In the postseason, he had a 1,000 fielding percentage, with 7 putouts and 3 assists. Playing the hardest position in AWA with an average fielding percentage of .77, Jake constantly performed at all-star levels. One of the most athletic guys in the field, as you can see by his flips. Who knows how many more plays he would have made if he was available in more games.
The man was a human highlight machine. Plays like that, most players wouldn't make, and he made them on the regular. And that leads us to our next award. Let's send it to Alex Harden for Defensive Play of the Year.
Hey guys, thanks. After so many memorable plays from 2020, this award is given to the most outstanding play in the field all year. Without much debate, you guessed it, Play of the Year has to go to Peter McNeil with his outstanding catch in Game 3 versus the Wolfpack.
2-1. Flare it up. What a play from Peter McNeil!
Tracking from his pitcher's mound to making a diving catch right before hitting the backstop is absolutely insane. This really set the tone for the series and propelled the Stingers to an ALCS upset.
Wow, what a play. Thanks, Alex. And looking at AWS Next Gen stats, that catch had a 7.09 chance of being made. On to the next award for Manager of the Year. Each team had a manager represented with a C on their chest for captain. Here are the nominations for Most Outstanding Manager.
Against all odds, the Steelers are moving on to the World Series. Valleys destroyed. Grand Slam, and then I have to die to a score Greg Moore.
And the winner, as voted on by more than 2,000 AWA fans, is Jack Blahouse, Northern Nighthawks.
This really comes to no surprise that the manager led his team to a league-best 19-7-1 record, and ultimately a World Series championship. The most underrated stat was being able to field a consistent lineup throughout the year and only use 7 players throughout, which was a league-wide low. The Nighthawks led the league in the regular season with a team on-base percentage of .599 and slugging of .909.
The record speaks for itself, but only using 7 players all year and consistently fielding the same lineup is what ultimately led them to an excellent regular season and a championship. Up next is Most Improved. This award is given to the player that showcased the most improvement from the first half of the year to the second half. Here are the nominations.
Oh, yeah. That's an absolute shot. Strike 3, got him looking. High.
Got him, strike 3. Deep! Gone!
Yeah.
That, in the gap, Greg Moore, what a catch! Exceptional catch from Greg Moore, the team captain.
Oh, rips it again. Off the...
And the winner, by a wide margin in the fan voting, is Peter McNeil, Southern Stingers.
If I were to say at the All-Star break that Peter McNeil would be in the running for Cy Young at the end of the year, you would have thought I was crazy. But he proved us all wrong, flipping a switch from the worst pitcher in the league to the best in the second half of the regular season. With pitching, it really came to limiting walks. He had 54 walks and an average of 4.15 walks per game in the first half of the season, including a stretch of 3 games where he had 11 walks. However, after the All-Star break, he cut walks down to 25 in the second half with an average of 1.78 walks per game. He carried that momentum into the playoffs, only allowing 9 walks over 7 games. His record was 2-7 at the All-Star break, but managed to finish the regular season at 8-8. When it came to hitting, Peter was much more patient in the second half of the season and showed great plate discipline. In the first half, he was 3rd in the league in strikeouts with 16. His on-base percentage was .468, which was below league average, and managed to only hit 3 home runs. In the second half, he limited his strikeouts all the way to 7 and exploded with an on-base percentage of .602 and hit 10 home runs to finish the year tied for 5th in the league. He waited to swing at better pitches, and that led to an increase of average and power at the plate.
Yeah, Alex, he was a favorite to win the MVP in the preseason, but it seems like being left off the All-Star game really ticked him off. Imagine if he started as fast as he ended. Now on to the Silver Slugger.
Oh, that one's gone. Deep. Gone. Grand salami. Deep. Gone. Walk off. Thomas Playoffs. Another 3-run shot. Deep. Gone. Thomas Playoffs off to a hurry.
And the winner, as voted on by the fans, is Thomas Playhouse, Western Wolfpack.
Yeah, Jack. Really the only award not up for debate this year is Thomas Playhouse. He instilled fear in pitchers, hitting an astonishing 32 home runs and 84 RBIs, both first in the league. And even more astonishing, he only struck out 5 times the whole year. He led all players with a batting WAR of 2.3 games. His slugging of 1.490 was the first in the league by a wide margin, and really represented our motto, dingers or nothing.
Was there ever any doubt? Thomas Playhouse led the league in home runs, hitting 13 home runs more than the next player with an astonishing 1.18 home runs per game. The next closest was Alex Harden and Jack Playhouse with .70 home runs per game. Congrats to Thomas Playhouse, and on behalf of the AWA, we'd like to wish him luck as he prepares for the upcoming baseball season as a left-handed pitcher at the University of Washington.
This leads us to Cy Young. The award is given to the best pitcher in the AWA, In a league where there is a hard speed limit on pitching, it's much more difficult, as it relies on placement and finesse rather than just throwing the ball as hard as possible. Here are the nominations.
Strike 3, got him looking. Swing and a miss.
The second no-hitter of his year.
Got him. Ooh. Got him looking. Got an early pitcher's duel.
Got him, strike 3. And he got him! A no-hitter for Peter McNeil, the first of his career.
And the winner, as voted on by more than 2,000 AWA fans, is Jack Blahouse, Northern Nighthawks.
Jack led all pitchers in record, ERA, and was second in Ks.
Got him.
He excelled at limiting
One
walks,
away.
finishing the year with 2.74 walks per game. His hits per game of 3.96 was also
Two away.
first. He threw 2 no-hitters, which was most in the league, and in addition, he was the only pitcher to be able to mitigate Silver Slugger Thomas Blahouse offensively.
3 up, 3
Jack
down.
held Thomas to 5-20, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs over the course of the year. Let's send it to Alex with why he's so good.
Hey guys, well it comes down to location and preparation with Jack Blahouse. Before every game he looks at game film of other players to see their hitting tendencies and where to target their weaknesses. He throws 3 pitches, but primarily throws his devastating slider 86% of the time, and mixes in a screwball at a 13% rate, and throws a rare curveball at around 1% of the time. Jack is so good at picking his spots and hitting them based on where he thinks the hitter will set up. A batter setting up inside the box, Jack has his slider break either to hit the inside strike zone, jamming the batter, or far enough outside where the batter can't reach it.
Thanks, Alex. Great breakdown. Let's take a look at the AWA's second and first team honors before we get into the MVP honors. At pitcher, Peter McNeil had the most strikeouts with 56 and had the lowest ERA of 3.74 in the second half of the season. Who knows where his stats would have been if he started how he ended the season. Peter currently has the regular season record for most strikeouts in a game with 9. Jack Blahouse was first in average and second in home runs and RBIs. He was first in on-base percentage in the league, and despite all of these stellar stats, is still considered underrated offensively. At second, Brock Blahouse was third in the league for home runs for the majority of the regular season, but saw a drop-off in the average towards the end of the year that cost him with the first-team nod. Looking at Tyler Frechette, he was the early Triple Crown leader and favorite to win the MVP, but missed time, and that ultimately cost him his chance at this prestigious award. Next is first-team honors. After a star-studded year of players, these players earn the distinction as best in their position. Jack Blahouse was the most dominant and consistent pitcher, winning the Cy Young, as previously mentioned. Thomas Blahouse exploded in 2020 with an unheard-of 32 home runs and 84 RBIs. It's hard to believe with better pitching in the future that those records will be broken anytime soon. Major Ali led the league in walks and was an on-base machine at the front of the Nighthawks order, finishing second in on-base percentage. Alex Harden quietly put together a potential MVP season from the batter side at shortstop. He was second in average, home runs, and third in RBIs, leading the prolific Wolfpack offense. After leading the league in strikeouts for the first half of the year, Harden's pitching numbers drastically fell off, which ultimately hindered the Wolfpack's vie at a World Series.
Now it's time for the biggest part of the show, MVP honors. Starting with postseason MVP, this award is given annually to the AWA player deemed to have the most important impact on the team's performances in the playoffs. Here are the nominations.
Got him. Oh, what a pitch. Got him. 2 away. That has destroyed the center field. 2-run shot. That is hit off the wall. Trey digging for third. And he went. Got him. Got him. 1 out. That is gone. Home run. Peter McNeil. His first of the postseason. And it. That is high. He's gone. High again. Oh, God. That's strike 3.
And the winner for postseason MVP is Peter McNeil.
Peter McNeil was able to take a team with relatively low expectations in the Southern Stingers and take it all the way to the World Series. With a huge upset over the Wolfpack in the ALCS, Peter was able to neutralize a power lineup including Thomas Blales and Alex Harden, both MVP favorites. He managed to finish second in the postseason in home runs, showing he could play from both sides when it counts. In addition, in the World Series with an injured shoulder, he was still able to rally his team and take it all the way to Game 7. His stats of a 2.67 ERA, 25 Ks, 9 walks, and a 5-2 record, with a 381 batting average, 7 home runs, and 16 RBIs, are all extremely impressive, especially when you look at the power lineups of the Wolfpacks and the Nighthawks he faced. Now let's send to Alex Harden with this year's clutch postseason moment.
Game 6 of the 2020 World Series. The Stingers needed one win to take the trophy home, leading the Nighthawks 7-2 with 2 outs in the top of the third, and the Nighthawks' hopes of winning the World Series down to almost nil. After an RBI single from Lucas Lanning and a clutch 3-run home run from Major Ali, watch what happened next.
Let's hit down the line. Oh, gets by Peter McNeil. Jack digging for second. He's going to go third. He's going all the way home. He's safe, an infield home, in the park home run. Ties it up for the Nighthawks. What a play. Oh my God. Jack Playhouse not ready to go home today, even though we're in his backyard. 7-7.
Jack Playhouse changed the momentum of the series with his inside the park home run. It seemed in the stadium at the time that even though the Nighthawks were only tied in the third inning of Game 6, there was no way they were ever going to let their lead slip away.
What an exciting all-time moment that will go down in AWA history. Jack was really struggling in the World Series, going hitless in games 3 and 4. To come up clutch like that when his team needed him must have been something else. Here are the nominations for our second-to-last award, World Series MVP, awarded to the player with the largest impact in the World Series.
Is it high? Go! Deep? Gone! Lucas Lanning. Good.
There you go.
That is driven to deep center field. Gone. That's it down the line. Up throw. Oh, throw. I think that is hit to center field. That is gone. Major Ali gives some life to the Nighthawks. Flush to center field. Major Ali makes it back-to-back dingers for the Nighthawks. That is a monster shot. Tyler hits that to deep right. That is gone. That's it. That is a shot to right.
There you go.
That is driven to deep. That is hit deep to center. That is gone! Just gets over the wall. Tyler Burchett with the grand slam.
And the winner is Major Ali, Northern Nighthawks. Let's send it to Alex for a breakdown.
After struggling in the previous postseason games, Major stepped away in games 1 through 4 and came through with extremely clutch hitting. Despite missing the first 3 games, he finished the series leading his team in home runs and RBIs. With the Nighthawks back against the wall in Game 6, Major came through with his best game of the year, hitting 2 home runs and 5 RBIs to ultimately push the Nighthawks through to Game 7, and then eventually the World Series win.
Thanks, Alex. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2020 AWA MVP, awarded to the best all-around player in the American Wiffle Ball Association. Let's look at the nominations.
That is destroying. Grand slam, Thomas Blales in extra innings. 30 on the year. A feat that has never been done in the AWA. Tie game. Oh! Deep! Gone! Walk off! Thomas Blales with another 3-run shot. And he's done it! I can't believe it, Jack Blales continues to add to his Cy Young resume. What? That'll win it! And he got him! A no-hitter for Peter McNeil, the first of his career.
That is it. Oh, what a catch from Peter McNeil. One-handed over-the-shoulder snag. I'll score a run.
What a play for Peter McNeil!
Got him looking. Got an early pitcher's duel.
Got him, strike 3.
That is hit deep in center field. That is gone. Peter McNeil fighting through the injury.
That is gone. Leadoff home run for Alex Harden. Laird. What a catch from Alex.
And the winner of the 2020 MVP, as voted on by more than 2,000 AWA fans, is Jack Playhouse, Northern Nighthawks.
His WAR of 4.3 almost doubled the runner-up Thomas Playhouse, and was first or second in every major category, in both hitting and pitching. He led the league in average with .550, on-base percentage, hitting record, and ERA. Defensively, Jack was a standout player, 4th in the league in regular season fielding position, and in addition made many web gems. Jack was the most consistent player pitching and hitting throughout the year, and his inside the park home run in Game 6 of the World Series set the Nighthawks to take home the championship.
That concludes our coverage of the 2020 American Wiffle Ball Association Awards ceremony. We would like to thank all the players and behind-the-scenes members, but ultimately the fans who made it all possible. Remember, as always, bigger to nothing. Good night.